So I'm going to look at doing credit notes now. I'm going to show you a credit note for a purchase, but a credit note for a sale is pretty much exactly the same. I'll just explain a couple of differences. So in this case, I'm going to go purchase and then view all purchase orders. So obviously I need to have a purchase order in the system and receive to do a credit against for fairly obvious reasons. So in this case, I've got a whole load of purchase orders in my demo system. Looking at the color icons here, you can see what's been authorized, received, invoiced, and so on. So I'm just going to pick something that's been fully received. So I'll take this $20 invoice here. So this is a supplier invoice, and you'll see a little bit further down the page in a moment that because we've got the invoice and received the stock, we can now do a credit note. So this section wouldn't be open unless we had received the invoice already. Obviously without an invoice we've got nothing to credit. So I go into credit note and put a credit note number in from the supplier and a date, which for interest's sake I'll just pick today's date. And then I can either copy the lines from the invoice. So in this case, for example, if I copy them, so we ordered golf balls, we ordered 5 of them, and we're getting a credit for 2 of them back. Or if I just delete that line, I can just add a credit note line. So here I might just put, damaged good, for example, one of at $5 discount or whatever it might be. So in this case, I'll get rid of that. I will actually do the lines. So I'll say that there was 1 that we're going to send back, and I'll authorize that. So now it says here I need to authorize the unstock. So because I've said that there's 1 of them and I've said that it was a golf ball, in this case I'm saying that it needs to, or the system's telling me I need to unstock it. So golf balls here I've got batch numbers on, so or serial numbers, so I need to tell it which one we're sending back. So let's just drop these lines here. So we're sending 1 back and that's the one we're sending. So it's 101. Authorize that at the same time, and that will go away and do everything it needs to do. And then the next time I do a 0 sync, I'll just do a sync now. This is a demo company, so the sync might fail, but the credit note will then push through into 0 as well. So you'll see here there's a purchase credit note CN10001. That may fail because this is a demo account, but I'm just showing that this is the credit note that we'll send across. So what we've done there is we've credited 1 golf ball back, so the $4 for the golf ball, and we've also taken it back out of stock because it assumes we're going to be sending it back. If it was damaged but we weren't sending it back, I would just have added that credit note line and written it as an individual. Now, I mentioned earlier in the video there's a difference for sales orders. The credit note part of it is exactly the same. The only difference is that instead of unstocking an item, you can restock an item. So for example, if you had sold someone 5 golf balls and they're giving you 1 back, then you restock that 1 back into stock.